Hey everybody, part 2, Bronx World. We're going to do our little triangle. I just got done with the first one. That was Lake Benton to Ivanhoe, and now here we are in Ivanhoe, Minnesota. It's in the southwest corner of Minnesota, pretty close to South Dakota. Just a nice area, nice little town. From what I hear, there's some cops in town that like to, they're little sticklers on the speed, which, you know, I get it. Oh, that didn't have a good day. Almost got pulled over this morning. I was driving the car in Sioux Falls, and a truck was right behind me. A big F-250, I think, was raised up a little bit. Had a couple of 16, 17-year-olds in it. And I was speeding, they were speeding, and a cop came over the hill. And luckily for me, not so much for the kids, he targeted them and not me. Of course, I was driving a mom-mobile, a little... it was a Chrysler, or Buick Enclave, and didn't bother me, but he got them a ticket. I feel bad for him, but feel good for me. But this is Highway 19 out of Ivanhoe. We're going to head to Marshall and just get out. It's beautiful. There's this barn outside of Marshall. They wrote class of '88. I think they change it every year for whoever's having their reunion, that kind of stuff. Dealer here. They got some pumpkins. You know, if I see a really big one, I may stop, put it on the old back seat, and take it home. I want a really big pumpkin. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. I'm going to make a jack-o'-lantern out of it, but I don't know what design yet, but I want to get one. But beautiful out here. Again, these crops got some work to do. There's a walk-in area if you want to hunt pheasants in Minnesota. And this house is beautiful. Look at the size of that thing. And someday I'll get me a workshop shed like that. Beautiful. Yeah, see, we got harvest going over here. A couple of semis where they fill up the combine. They come over and dump it in the semi. When they're full, they go and take her back to the bin. Well, beautiful out here. Seeing things like that too. You see that house out there? I don't know if you saw it real quick, but old abandoned house, right? Nobody lives in it. Windows have been broken out. Hasn't been painted in probably 60 years, 70 years. But it was there at one time, and the family lived in that, right? What kind of treasures are in there? That's the kind of thing I'd like to go check out, go through, and just see what's there. Closing my vents on the bottom. It's a little colder than normal. Close them up. That'll help my legs a little bit, keep them a little warmer. The bike loves this, right? The bike says it's 55 degrees, but you know, the bike loves this, right? Keep those heads cool, keep everything cool with that cool air. Love it. Well, that was what we call windy. Sometimes you're going the right direction, and wind is coming from that side where the semi passes. Well, you get a nice big old brush of air. And Arco, what I was talking about earlier, Arco, that spot I used to go camping, has a little lake. You can get that way from here too. But we're going to go all the way to Marshall, because we can. Then we'll take 23 back, so you can see that. That's kind of cool too. Looks like there might be a chance of some showers a little bit. Hopefully we'll skip those and get home. Gotta be a nice view up there, seeing out over on top of all this stuff. The other thing you got to watch for now this time of year is when these crops get out, animals, as far as you know, all your animals. There's raccoon, skunk, deer. They even say some mountain lion. There's been one or two in the area, but not very often. But deer for sure they got nowhere to hide now, so they sometimes will peek out. You got to be careful of those, especially as it gets darker and your headlights start doing stuff. So just be careful of that if you're out here in this area this time. Yeah, a lot of the crops up here are gone. See how smooth that field gets? That's crazy. It just looks so smooth. Like the one to the left there. So smooth it looks like. I look like I could just ride my bike all over out there. I know it's going to be a little lumpier when I get out there, but man, just looks so smooth. There's a spot up here I got to do a little curly Q, right? And then there's a national, I think it's a national grassland up here. We'll see it. I'll show you guys. You can just see it at the top of the hill up there. And there's the curb straight ahead of us. It'll take us around that grassland. This is some hunting land here. You can, some public. You can go down in there and hunt some pheasants if you want. Which probably wouldn't be bad when they start harvesting around here, like that corn. They'll fly over into that to hide. Then you can walk it, pop them up, and take them home for a lovely meal with your family. But yeah, if you can see that sign, top of the hill, I'll try to get it for you. It's behind that tree, but there it is. It's the Northern Tailgrass Prairie National Wildlife Refuge. Kind of grassland. I don't know what wildlife takes refuge in there. I don't know, I suppose there's something laying down out in the grass, but yeah, that's where that is, in case you're looking for it. Notice nowadays they started putting these flashing pointers for a curve out. Just, I don't know, people have been missing them or what. A lot of times in Minnesota and South Dakota, they'll have that straight road off the curve, so that's there in case you do miss it. But I know they got that flashing one. They try to do everything they can to help people out, so it's a good job. Yeah, I'm staying pretty warm, so that's nice. One hand's getting a little cold. I just put her down by the heads of the motor, like I said, and warm us up. These gloves are my thinner ones, so when I do a little bit longer ride in the colder weather, I will put my thicker gloves on. Look at all that grassland out there. National Grassland Prairie Refuge. In case you need to refuge away from somebody. There you go. Just trying to help you out. Just a beautiful area. There's some water back there too. I can see with that water back there, it could be some nice area for some wildlife. Beautiful area. Start getting the rolling hills. Love it. There's another spot to read up on the old northern tallgrass prairie. Beautiful day out here. Beautiful. For the 18th of October, I'm doing pretty good, I think. Most of us up here try to keep the bikes out until probably the week of Thanksgiving, depending on the year. Most of the time we get okay. Like, it'll get a little cooler. It'll be 45, 50 degrees for a while, and then we'll go what they call the Indian summer, where it'll be back up in the 60s, 65 for a week or two. We all try to hit that for sure. Well, if somebody's doing some shooting out there or what's going on, but I always enjoyed this part of the drive when I used to go to the cities a lot. This little dip and up, and kind of this little area down here is kind of cool down by the river. This is the Yellow Medicine River. It's a little low right now, but river nonetheless. Take my sunglasses up. Well, you look out over the field, they've got some a lot of harvesting going on. That field's clean over here. They're working hard up here. And you can see Marshall in the distance, and there's like Ghent out there and Minneota's farther up that way. Right here you see these big piles of whitish, ivorish looking, that's lime or calcium, but that's one's lime. They put that in their field to kind of balance the pH level for what they were going to plant. It's a science. It's kind of crazy. It's not just some dumb farmer going out throwing seeds in the ground and putting water on it. They do their homework. You're looking for the Zion Lutheran Church, it's that way, 4 miles. Old radio tower, got some cell phone stuff on it. Up here this way going into Marshall, there is used to be a roller skating rink in Marshall, and that building is still there. Last time I rode this way, it's been a while since I've gone this way into Marshall, but yeah, it'd be nice if somebody opened that back up, got the kids some place to go to do some roller skating. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it's crazy how smooth that is. Look, I don't know, I feel like I could do 60 on that thing. Minneota's 8 miles that way, in case you were wondering. It's been a nice ride. part of the country just beautiful, different beautiful than other parts of the country, right? So when I start getting down south, I'll see trees and rolling hills. That'll be beautiful. When I get down by the ocean, you'll see the sand and beautiful like palm trees, that kind of thing. That'll be beautiful. Get up into the mountains, you'll see the mountains and the rocks and the pathways through those. That's beautiful. Yeah, there's something beautiful about everything that God's put together for us. Just fun to see and go out and explore. Get out there, explore, have some fun. I think I should get some t-shirts made for my South Carolina trip, right? Maybe something says Bronc World, South Carolina 2026, Myrtle Beach. Get a nice emblem on there. I think that'd be kind of cool. Anybody be interested in a t-shirt if I got one? Hook it up. I don't have any talent in designing them, but my daughter-in-law and my wife both have talent for designing things. So I would let them both come up with that design. Heck, maybe we'll have two designs. This side of Marshall also has the Marshall Airport. That I've always wanted to get my pilot's license. Maybe if I come into a bunch of money, I will get that done. I started a few years back and got some done, got some time behind the yoke, and just didn't have time to finish, so probably have to start all over. It's been a while, but it would be fun if I had some time and extra cash on hand. So if you're out there and you're a pilot instructor and you want to sponsor my page, I will give your name out left and right if you want to teach me how to fly. Hit me up. Some more. This guy's a John Deere fan. Everything's green. All those are Brent, John Deere, yep. I think this clearance bar right here used to be the skate, like a roller skating area, so that's changed, which good. I'm glad somebody's using the building so it's not just being wasted out there falling apart, because it was doing that for years. This here is the airport, so if you get a chance, want to come out check out the airport, come check it out. Southwest Minnesota Regional Airport, not international. I think that's the way they wanted me to go. We'll go this way, go around, kind of sneak around some of this stuff. This is kind of a bypass that goes through some stuff. These are like the little kids' baseball fields and stuff here in Marshall. It's a nice little area. Come check it out. And this back here is U.S. Bank. Got some friends that work here, including one of our board members works at U.S. Bank. Also used to be Schwann's in town. They closed up shop. I don't know where they're at now, or if they even still exist. The trucking part of Schwann's still exists. It's just a different MD. Somebody else bought it up, and they do the trucking. And that's actually one of the other guys on the board does some of that. So some trucking for that company. I don't know what they're called anymore, but. Yeah, this is the outskirts of Marshall. Let's see if I can get inside in a little bit. Border states. Machine shop. We'll go a little bit farther. We'll go one more stop. That used to be the Schwann's building. I don't know who owns it now because Schwann's isn't here anymore. So who knows? It's a John Deere dealer that way. Some other stuff. We're gonna head this way. See if we can show you a little bit more of Marshall in town. So this is Marshall, Minnesota. When you get a chance and you're in Southwest Minnesota, stop by Marshall and check it out. There's a lot going on here. Like I said, a university, some other stuff. There's a couple of quick trips here. And boy, I love myself a good quick trip. So check those out. I don't think I've ever been to this one, only the other one. So check out the quick trips in town, see that, come see the university. There's some, always a football game or a basketball game or something going on. It's a nice area. Stop by Music Street. A friend of mine owns that. Sells lots of musical instruments, kind of helps with sound equipment too for theater, that kind of stuff. So check that out. And that's in Marshall, Minnesota. We're going to go right downtown. I should be able to show you Music Street. I think we go right by it here. There's the Marshall Independent. That's their newspaper. This is downtown Marshall, and there is Music Street right there. Shout out to Zach and his group, Zach and Katie. They do a great job. Whenever I have questions on sound or instruments, they help me out. So check them out. Well, this is Marshall, Minnesota. So when you get a chance, check it out. And I think that's going to be it for this video. So thanks for watching. I'm Bronk. This is Bronk's World. We'll see you next time. Peace out.